Hey, what's going on? A wonderful Wednesday. Yeah. Man, I've been really fucking slacking. I've been on the last like 20 pages of my fucking book for my audiobook for literally like 5 days now. I don't know. I just been having a hell of a time finishing it. I told all doodles though when I get home. No, I don't have any time for shenanigans. I just gotta get right to it. Because we've been like falling asleep on the couch and some shit. Fucking nonsense. But we can't have that. Now, of course, I am still doing my health research, and I am still doing a lot of the other stuff, and writing vigorously every day for my next book. Cancer doesn't fall out of the sky. I guess I'm going to bring another topic up for that. And I'm just coming to the end of the China study right now. He talked about all the negative effects that animal-based foods have on the body, and gives vigorous amounts of research. The end conclusion makes you think, well, shit, if there's this much proof, then why the hell are we still, in a regular American diet being fed this idea that, eggs are healthy and that a different variety of meats and all this other shit. I mean, I knew that it was rigged from the get-go. I knew that, the food pyramid was bunk. I learned that when I was a little boy. When I was about yay tall. But shit, it's still going pretty bad. I remember back in the day, people were talking about the negative effects of the estrogen created by soy products and so forth. But I wonder if that wasn't maybe a deterrent from, actually talking about like bad mouthing meat and stuff like that. Highly suggests. I mean, I've read a lot of stuff before, but this book was pretty eye-opening. He just nonstop bombards you with research. I mean, he was an actual researcher who did his own tests, studies. So a lot of people like Atkins and shit like that, they don't do anything. They don't do their own research. They just take up a whole bunch of research and do interpretations or something like that. I remember before I was led to believe the whole eat right for your type kind of crap too. So I was like, oh, okay, some people are more designed to eat meat than others, but nah. I mean, these tests, although I guess there could be a group of people who it affects less in general between a lot of different candidates, the overwhelming evidence towards animal products being detrimental to human health. This includes, all byproducts such as milk and eggs, cheese, all that crap, just dairy in general. Obviously the meats are very controversial. They're causing everything, well, all the known diseases essentially. Well, I can't say all known diseases because who knows, there's probably some weird parasitic bullshit that could happen only in, far reaches of Africa based around like some organism or crap, but pretty fucked up. But the idea is like, why do we still hold this diet, right? And I know I've heard back in the day, and I kind of went with the whole thing about like, oh well, it's like it would disrupt the whole economy, and there's too many lies that once it's unraveled, that it's going to cause too much of a problem. And I was like, okay, yeah, I get it, but that's the same kind of shit that people will say about like, UFOs and just government conspiracies in general, like, or stuff like about the Illuminati. I used to follow maybe more of that stuff before, but then I was kind of like, okay, I think that maybe a lot of it's due to people failing to take a realistic look at their environments and responsibilities for things that they're doing, and they're maybe putting them on outside forces, and those who just don't want to do the research are just grasping for straws off of what they find or somebody just told them, right? Very bad habit to fall into if you're trying to do any credible research. Second-hand research, that is. I mean, credible research would you be conducting studies and using the scientific method and so forth. And another method, I forget what the hell you call it. But I don't know. At the end of the book, he pretty much talks about the dark side of science, and he does say, man, I gotta stop fucking eating right before this fucking video, getting bullshit in my throat. Or maybe it's because I don't really talk. Like, I wake up, I get in my car, I drive, and then I'm not like saying anything to anybody, so I'm just like, you know how sometimes when you wake up, maybe you're a little groggy at first, or not groggy like your mentality, but groggy like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know. But maybe it's because I'm not using my voice this whole time, so it's just kind of like waking up. I just think it's because I've been sipping on coffee, and even though I'm planning on giving up dairy products and stuff like that, you know, I'm still using soy milk for my coffee, so I'm sure that's still probably for the birds. Might have to give up coffee entirely because it kind of sounds like the same reason why cow's milk is so bad, because it's very acidic and the body needs to use a resource to try to make it more alkaline, so it becomes more of a base than an acid, and it leaches calcium from the bones. And I was doing a little bit of research yesterday on the potential of calcium being leached because of coffee, and it seems like there's probably good evidence for that, so I probably should check that out. So I'm not sure if the same is for cold brew coffee or what, but I'm just here to follow the truth. I'm not necessarily trying to go with whatever's easier or whatever. I'm just trying to find out what the fuck's accurate and then go with it. Run with that shit. Alright, that's all I got. Take care.